What's up, people? It's Latoya. Time to do an update. Know that I'm long overdue. Excuse me, I am sick. That's why I sound like Barry White right now. And I look like crap. It's wintertime, and down south, we tend to sometimes go hot, then cold, then hot, then cold, then warm, then cold. And it messes with sinuses and allergies and all that stuff. So I finally got hit with it. So actually, my little one, sorry guys, my hair look a hot mess. I know I don't feel well. But as I was about to say, my little one is gone, and this is probably about the only time I can do some sort of an update. My grandmother has her so I could get some rest, and we relocated into our own home. And so she don't see her as often as she used to. So she came and got her so she could spend some time with her and give me a chance to rest, because I have a 2-year-old now. Yes, guys who've been with me forever, baby Christian is now 2. And that child goes on full speed. I swear that kid is hyperactive. She just full of energy. Loves to stay up late, which that's a family trait. My family just tends to stay up late and they like to sleep. But just full of life, and she's a happy kid and a loving kid and very smart, but excuse me. Mommy need a break. So after I do this update with you guys, I'm going to go to sleep. So anyway, I think the last time I was here, I told you guys I was taking steps to have some scopes done, GI scopes. Those who watch me for the first time, I am almost 5 years post-op Roux-en-Y surgery. June 3rd of 2013, I had the Roux-en-Y surgery. My highest weight was 432 pounds. Could have been a little bit more. At one point, they didn't have a scale that could read my weight, so it's possible that I was heavier than that. But the highest recorded is 432. I was a size 36. I was a diabetic, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, insomnia, high cholesterol, hypothyroidism, which is an underactive thyroid for those who don't know. What else I had going on? Polycystic ovarian syndrome. I was on like 13 different medications. I mean, some were like, I was on like more than one for the diabetes, more than one for the high blood pressure and asthma medicine. I mean, I was just on some of everything. But luckily, I was never insulin dependent. That was a good thing. I lost down to 300 and something. Then I had skin removed off my abdomen. And I think then I was like 379 pounds. Then I had to lose about, well, it was 3 something. Then I had to lose, excuse me, I got down to like maybe, I don't know, 372 or something like that, where I had to lose, excuse me guys, my throat was sore, lose 25 pounds before I could have the surgery. So I was at 345, oh no, sorry, yeah, 345 or something like that when I had surgery. And then the smallest I got to was 246, maybe 244. Got down to a size 14, 16. So that's pretty good from a 36 to 14, 16. However, since then, I had my first pregnancy, 2 years post-op. And then I was, excuse me, 260 something. Because I had gained a little bit because my marriage was chaotic. I am one of the statistics where I got a divorce after the surgery because he couldn't handle the weight loss. And, of course, I was accused of everything under the sun instead of just facing the facts that we just didn't work. Don't get me wrong. We both did things, not cheating. I mean, we were just both mean to each other. I don't think we ever actually cheated per se, even if we conversated with other people. But I don't think we ever actually cheated. We just didn't get along, and he had his health issues. I had my health issues, and we were just mean to each other. And of course, I say the scale tips more so on more his way than my way, but we're still friends. Somewhat, we still associate a little bit. Don't wish him no harm. I want him to be happy and everything and all that. And I don't think he wishes me any harm, and he wants me to be happy. So we're cordial. We keep in touch every now and then just to make sure we okay. Nothing else. Anyway, I had my daughter. I went up to probably 311 with her. And now, let me explain. I didn't gain like 50-something pounds throughout the pregnancy. I was like, it was a high-risk pregnancy, of course. So the last 5 weeks, last 4 weeks of it, I kind of had to take it easy. And I had a lot of fluid buildup. So by the time I had her, after they put the IVs in me and all that, I was 311. Then after I had her, I went back down below where I was when I got pregnant. So being home 4 months with my little one and not working out, and of course when you get pregnant after having a weight loss surgery, they want you to increase your calories because the baby needs to thrive. So, and after I had that baby, Mama kept eating. She didn't go back to the way she should have been eating and drinking. So, sitting at home with baby and, not working out and eating, well, you gain. And it's been 2 years now. I never did get back into a consistent regimen of working out or anything, so still kept eating, even though I still can't eat everything I want. I mean, I still dump. When I have my anxiety meds, I am better in control of the eating. I can tell when my pouch is saying, okay, it's enough. But without it, I will emotionally eat, and those old monsters that we have before we have surgery, they're still there. So, I've been telling everybody who consults me and asks me, the surgery is not a quick fix. It's not a magic pill or a magic bullet. You still have to do the work. And if you're not right here, it's not going to fix this. If you still have the same attitude towards food, which some of us like to eat, and I have this realization, I like food. I mean, I do. I love food. And usually my go-to is stuff I don't need to have. But again, too, out here in social media, you're heavily criticized, I know people who want to have a surgery and they're looking at shows like, Ton of Family or something like that. I look at it. 2 Tons of Family. Hell, I can't remember. And it's My 600-Pound Life, and they tend to fuss at the people on there because they feel like you're not trying. If I had somebody paying this for me, I'd do this or I'd do that. And they sit back with a critical eye. Even on here, you have trolls and people who come and say, ooh, well, you did this, but now you're this. I had one troll tell me that I had lost all the weight, got pregnant, and the guy left me fat. No, the guy had nothing to do with my weight loss. My pregnancy was a miracle because I didn't think I was going to have kids. I chose not to be with her dad. Which that's my personal business. I made bad choices. I'm not where I was, praise God. But yeah, did I mess up? Yeah, I'm human. Even those without a weight problem, they tend to fuss at themselves too when they're trying to maintain or try to drop 5 pounds here, 10 pounds there. They know when they mess up too. We're all human. We do that. And that's why I try to tell people who's going into this weight loss surgery thing to be realistic. You have to do the work. And you have to get your mind right. That's the purpose of the psych evaluations. That's the purpose of them encouraging you to do the support groups. Stay in touch with nutritionists. That all that is key to success with this journey. And you're fooling yourselves thinking that you're not going to crave, you're not going to want. They tell you these things, but the cravings are still there. You still want what's bad. Old habits die hard. That's just being real. Okay? Some people like to put on this facade that they don't fail and they don't mess up. They mess up. It's just it's not seen, it's not caught, and they may not even be telling you. But everyone messes up, you know. And it's better to be more understanding and supportive and say, you know what, today I messed up, but tomorrow is a new day. Or I messed up for a year or two. Tomorrow's a new day. So I want to ask you guys to stop being so critical of these people out here who slip up and mess up. Because some of them are not strong-minded individuals like myself or other veterans out here who's been in the game for a minute. You know, you got some people who are more sensitive, who's probably on the verge of committing suicide or on the verge of trying some dangerous methods to get out of that prison that they feel like they're in. So I want you to be mindful, because you say things and then you find out some person hurt themselves and they're in the hospital trying to recuperate, or they killed themselves, and then you feel like, oh my God, you know, I feel sorry for them, whatever. Mind what you say, you know, and how you treat people, because you never know what's in their head. Also, I want to say to the newbies, you know, the ones that I said, you know, sit there and they watch all these documentaries and videos like mine and everything, and they sit here and say, oh, I can't believe they did this. I'm going to tell you, about 80% of the people I talk to screw up or are very tempted to screw up immediately after surgery. I know some people who hasn't even been, they've only been like post-op a year and a half to 2 years, and they're already talking about a revision because they didn't drop like they wanted to. And that's because some of these people I have told, you know, give me just a second, y'all. Sorry, guys, I had to catch that call. That was my sitter. Anyway, they messed up, or were about to mess up right after surgery. And the ones who messed up kept the habits going. That's why they didn't lose weight like they wanted to, or like they thought they would. And they just have to keep it real with yourself. Just like a lot of us keep it real. I have been real on my videos. I tell you when I screw up. I know when I screw up. And half of them, they do the surgery. They don't work out. They don't go work out. They just let what fall off. But you got to work out, you know. If you guys remember, I was a workout Nazi before the surgery. There was a workout Nazi for about a year after. Like I said, I didn't get pregnant until I was 2 years post-op, maybe a little more. And like I said then, I was satisfied. I was 14, 16. The smallest I wanted to get to was a 12 if it was possible, because I'm a large frame person. So if it was possible, I wanted to get to a 12. I was 14, 16. I was pretty damn close. Now, my numbers never got where I wanted them to be. My surgeon told me I'm just one of those, I have to go by inches in what I'm wearing. I can't go by numbers. But anyway, back to, I just want to throw that out there for newbies that's watching. or whatever, that, you know, you got to keep your strength up. You got to keep your head in the game. And second of all, do what works for you. What I done may not work for you, or what somebody else done may not work for you. So you have to listen to your own body and do what your body tells you to do. Like a lot of surgeons preach, you know, 3 meals a day, no snacking in between. My surgeon and I found out that it didn't work for me. I had to do, you know, 3 meals and a little bitty of something in between. That's the only way I started dropping. So everybody's not going to be what they call a textbook case. It's going to be different, and you have to do what works for you, but be realistic. Be realistic about your shit. Excuse me, your stuff. Because in the end, it's going to tell on you. But anyway, back to where I am now. I'm still wearing about the same. I'm actually wearing what I weighed when I had my daughter. I actually had gone back up to like 327, but maybe even 329. But I'm 311 now. And I think I'm facing that a lot of my problem is lack of exercise, eating, and then I just realized that I've got a lot of emotional things I haven't dealt with. So there's been a lot of emotional eating creeping back up. Old habits have crept up. Besides the snacking and stuff, the emotional thing is a huge factor. I'm still grieving the loss of my last pregnancy. I haven't dealt with that. I still haven't dealt with the loss of my grandfather who raised me. I'm grieving over the giving up the family home to family members, which was a loss too, because my mom grew up in that house, I grew up in that house, and I fought very hard to keep it. So I had a lot of losses in 2017 that I didn't deal with. I just kind of suppressed and kept moving so that my daughter could be focused on, and I wanted to maintain a sense of normalcy in her life and stability. I don't like for her to see me in distress or upset or anything like that, because I want to keep her a happy child, and I want to be able to function and do what I need to do for her. And then, like I said, I've moved. And found out that my A1C is elevated again. I'm not a diabetic, but I'm like right at that line, and we don't want that, so we got to get that fixed. My anemia has kind of flared up a little bit, so I was wondering why I wasn't having much energy. And you know, got these circles, and my energy level has just plummeted. But that was anemia. I had to get back on my vitamin D3, increase my B12, to head off the A1C issues. I was prescribed Trulicity just this past Friday. So we're going to see how that works. I was told that it actually helps with weight loss. So I'll let you know how that goes. And I had actually signed up for a water aerobics class that my job paid for, but didn't have a dependable sitter, so I had to drop it. So even though right now I'm kind of strained because I've got rent added, more additional expenses added that I didn't have before, but like I was telling a family member, you got to make sacrifices for your health, just like you make sacrifices for everything else. You sacrifice for hairdos, you sacrifice for clothing, you sacrifice for shoes, you sacrifice for trips and vacations. So I need to sacrifice for my health, and the only option that I have is to go back to my local YMCA and renew that membership where they have childcare, so that I don't have to worry about anybody watching her or picking her up. I can just drop her off and do what I need to do. So we'll start that in another week or two. And I did have my GI scopes. The cancer did not, well, it wasn't cancer, Lord. The stomach tumor did not come back. All of my colon, everything was clear, fine. No cancer. I do have reflux real bad that came with the surgery. So I had 3 throat that they had the biopsy just to make sure that it was the reflux and not any kind of bacteria or anything. It was the reflux. He told me my pouch was normal, like it's supposed to be. So I had good news there. So that's where I am for now. And I have made a 20-minute video. Did not intend to, but I want to give you guys that update. And I'll try to get back out here more often and not even just talk about surgery. Just talk about other things that's going on. Found myself to be stuck on CNN and MSNBC like an old lady, watching all this political crap. But I'm not going to go there. But anyway, good luck everybody and keep in touch. See ya.